Okay. So children, this is our topic, states of matter. So what are the three main states of matter? Solids, liquids and gases. Okay. So children, when we look around, we see many different things. Yes, there are many different things and some are natural and some are human made things. For example, in these pictures, you could see many pictures here. So what are the natural things? Example, cow. Yes, stones, rocks, mountains. So these are the natural things. And the human made things are oil, milk, robot, car, liquid. Yes children? So these are the human made things. So things that are found in nature are called natural things. I repeat, things that are found in nature are called natural things. Examples: sun, moon, bird, animal, plant and rock. You give some more examples now. Yes. Now natural things may be living or non-living. Now here in these pictures, what are the living things children? The bird is a living thing. The dog is a living thing. The plant is a living thing. And what about the rock, moon and the sun? Is a non-living thing. But these all come under natural things. These are not made by humans. Yes? Yeah. Next, let's talk about human made things. What are human made things now? Things that are made by humans are called human made things. I repeat again, things that are made by humans are called human made things. Okay, example: book, chair, pencil, tables, bags, fans, etc. So these are the things which are made by humans. And children, all living things may be, all things may be living or non-living, may be natural or human made things, have different sizes, different shapes and also different colors. Now in this picture you could see different sizes, yes, different shapes. Even here there are different shapes and different sizes. Yes, and but one feature is common among them. What is that? All have mass and they occupy space. So children, what is mass now? So I said all the things have mass and they occupy space. All these things are matter. Okay? So what is mass now? Mass is a space which is occupied by its object. Okay? Now anything that has mass and occupies space is called the matter. What is it called? Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So let's go into the next part of the lesson, states of matter. So states of matter. Matter exists in three states. What are they? Solids, liquids and gases. I repeat again, solids, liquids and gases. So children, these are the ice cubes. You know, I guess you all have these ice cubes in your refrigerator. Yes children? So these ice cubes come under solid. Which states of matter? Solid. ice cubes. What is the thing, which states of matter come when you heat these ice cubes? You get water. Yes? So when you heat the ice cubes, you get water. Okay children? When you heat water, you get the vapors coming out through the bowl. Okay? And that is a steam. That is gases. Sorry. So there are three states of matter. One is solid, liquid and gases. So the solid is of ice cubes. Just now I showed you ice cubes. When you melt the ice cubes, there is a content which is coming out as water. And when you heat this water, you get the steam from the bowls. Okay children? So children, now let's go into the next matter, properties of solids. So before this, I want to tell you some solids can be stretched into thin wires like copper and silver. Okay, even the copper wire is also a solid. Okay children. So next, properties of solids. They have a definite shape. So when you are talking about a table, for example, the table will not be changed as you want to change. The table's shape will be a definite shape, and it also has the volume, a definite volume. And these solids are hard. We cannot easily break the solid substances, and they do not change their shape when moved to another container. For example, this chair, I want this chair to be moved to other place. Does the shape of the chair will be changed? No. The shape, the size, the color will be the same even if you move from one place to another place. Okay children. Next, they do not flow. Do tables flow? Do chairs flow? Books, pencils, scale, eraser, do they flow? No, they do not flow. So examples of solids are table, book, pencil, chair, spoons, and you can also give me some examples like eraser, sharpener, etc. Okay children. So the next part is properties of liquids. Now liquids. What are the liquids you could see every day? You can see. Yeah, every day you like drinking water. You want to drink juices. Yes children? So they do not have a definite shape. So when you pour the liquid, when you pour the water from one container into another container, the water does not have any shape. Then when I pour this water into another glass or into any other container, it has a definite volume, but the shape changes according to the container. Yes? The volume will be the same, but the shape will be changed according to the container. Okay. So the next is they take the shape of a container in which they are kept, as I told you. Now here in this picture, the glass is cylindrical in shape. Even here it is cylindrical in shape, but here the ink bottle is different. So when you pour this juice into an ink bottle, the shape will be changed, but the volume will be same. Okay? And they flow easily. They flow easily. For example, when you pour water on the ground, on your floor, at your houses, like when you pour water, does the shape of that water or does it stay in a single place? No. Easily they flow. Examples of liquids are water, milk, juice and ink. Okay, so let's go into the next. Gases. Air is a mixture of many gases. Yes, whatever the air we breathe, it contains many gases, children. Air has nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay? Air is a mixture of many gases and has nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So let's talk about the properties of gases. They do not have a definite shape. So here in this picture you could see the gas going out through a chimney. So here, does this gas have any definite shape? No. Does it have any definite volume? No. They take all the available space in the container. For example, when I put, instead of this water, when I put gas in this water, in this glass, so this gas takes all the available space in this container. Okay, children? They flow easily. Yes. Now here, can you see this going out somewhere else? Yeah, it means that the gas can flow easily wherever it wants to. Most gases cannot be seen. Now here in this picture, you can see the gas, but there are few more gases which we cannot see. Examples of gases are oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water vapor and cooking gas like LPG. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, children? Yes. So children, the next is there is an exercise for revision in page number 76. I want you all to do this exercise and show me in the Google Classroom. Okay? So page number 76 and 77, you have exercises for revision. Circle the odd ones, tick the correct answers and match the following. Okay? And children, I want you all to do one experiment at home. Okay, will you all do? Just now I showed you ice cubes, I've shown you water. Can you do some small experiment? Okay, so take some ice cubes, or else before taking ice cubes, you take a tray, pour water in it and put them in a refrigerator. Okay, children? And take 100 ml of water in a glass. Okay? And then you observe that it is in a liquid form. Definitely the water is liquid. Now pour this water in an ice tray. Just now I told you, take a tray, pour water in it and keep it in a refrigerator for 4 to 5 hours. And you will find that water changing into ice. Yes or no? So now water is liquid. What is ice now? Ice is solid. Yes, ice is solid. And now take these ice cubes in a pan. Heat the pan on a burner. After some time, you observe the ice changes into water. Next is the ice changing into water. This is the liquid form. Then when you heat it continuously, the water changes into water vapor. Okay, can you see the vapor here? Yes. First the ice cubes, when you heat the ice cubes, that ice cubes changes into water, and this water when you heat continuously, that changes into water vapor. So I want you all to do this experiment at home. Okay, children? Yes. So the next part of the lesson is uses of matter. Okay? There are many things around us. We use these things at school and also at our home. Some things exist as solids, some exist as liquids and other exist as gases. Okay, children, did you all understand? There are many things around us. Definitely, when you look around your house also, you could see a TV, you can see a chair, a table, boxes, different types of boxes, remotes. Okay, and we use these kind of things maybe in your houses and also sometimes in your school. Okay, let's talk about solids now. Wood is used for making furniture. Now, there are many things, children, like wood. It is used for making furnitures, houses, and many other decorative things. And that is a solid. Wood is a solid. And now next is iron. Iron is used to make gates, grills, and also utensils. And plastic. Plastic is used to make toys, containers, and many other things. Yes, you have toys at home, I believe. So there are many toys which are used, the materials which is used to make a toy is plastic. Okay, and most food items like bread, cake, and idlis are also solids, children. Cake, bread, these also come under solids, and we write with a pen or a pencil. Now the thing which I am showing, even this is a solid. Okay, it comes under solid. So children, the things which are hard to touch, those are all solids. Okay, next, liquids. So water is used for drinking, bathing, and washing utensils and clothes. Definitely, water is a liquid form, and this water is used to drink, is used to bathe, and also to wash vessels and clothes. We drink milk, juice, and coconut water. Even milk, juice, and coconut water is also a liquid. Next is petrol or diesel. Even this is a liquid which is used in vehicles. Okay, these petrol and diesel are used as fuels in vehicles, children. And now shampoo. Can you see? Shampoo is also a liquid material which is used to wash hair. See? Yes. So water, petroleum, oil, to drink, to wash vessels, to take bath, to wash your clothes, only water is used, and even shampoo is used as a liquid form to wash your hair, petroleum, diesel, etc. Okay, so the next part is gases. All animals and plants need oxygen to live. Okay, children, all animals and plants need oxygen to live, definitely. What do we want to live now? We also need oxygen. We take in air and give out carbon dioxide. Even the air, we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Even these both are also gases. And plants need carbon dioxide to make food. Yes, what does a plant need? We have studied this already in the second lesson, parts of a plant. So, the plants need carbon dioxide to make food. Yes, and now LPG is used for cooking. Can you see these cylinders? This is liquefied petroleum gas present in the cylinder which is used for cooking. Okay, children? Yes. So, this is all about solids, liquids, and gases. So, the next, take out page number 78, and I want you to do this exercise. Tick the correct answers and fill in the blanks. Okay? So, children, thank you. Stay home and stay safe.